Absolutely.
You're probably going breadth-wise as well as you're going two-dimensional.
So it's radial? So it spreads wherever. So the exact question that you asked in terms of you have an idea, there are multiple options for it. So typically if you start it off in a linear fashion, if you start it in the form of a list, you take an idea, you start exploring it in detail. You don't look at all the possible options, but once you have a radial picture, so you have a central idea and you have radiating arms, each of which dealing with a different solution to that particular problem, then you look at multiple dimensions to the same problem. So that answers your question of how is it that we're going to, it helps you look at the bigger picture and not just focus on one particular solution area that you have narrowed down to. Right? Okay, so it's radial, it's pictorial representation, what else? Any guesses?
Link between various.
You're linking between different concepts. So if I want to rephrase it, can I say you're trying to group all things which are related together? Yes? So it's grouping of all your related thoughts in one particular area. What else?
It should provide directions. It's a map.
It provides directions. It tells you what is the logical flow. Excellent. Fantastic. You all know everything about mind mapping. So that's what is a mind map. A mind map is a radial picture. You have a central image, radiating from it are different branches. Each of them could be a different solution to a particular problem. It's a visual representation of whatever you want to think, right? So we'll do, it takes in all the information, it has a lot of pictures. You try using minimal words, you use a lot of pictures. The idea of using minimal words is because you can remember a single word. It gets difficult for you when you try to recall sentences. How often has it happened you read the newspaper, all of you read the paper in the morning? Read something in the last 2-3 days? Over the weekend? So, how many of you can recall the entire sentences? But crux of whatever article you all have read, can you all recall? Right? Whatever you have read, you can recall the basic, what is it about? Yes. How is that happening? That's because, your brain stores in some keywords. There's some keywords about a concept that you read. So you don't retain each and every word that you read. You retain only the keywords. And when you try to recall, it's the keywords that come out to your brain. Right? So that's how our brain works in terms of retention and recall. So this is about Tony Buzan. He's considered the father of mind mapping. So he's the one who's gotten this entire structure of mind maps. So these are the different things that he does. He's an author, educator, sportsman. He coaches for Olympic swimming, and he's a lot of achievements in terms of introducing new concepts and techniques, and the iMindMap software which is developed under his guidance. Okay, so iMindMap is excuse me. iMindMap is the official software which is used by the Buzan group. Yeah. So this is about me. I have done my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. I worked with Citibank for some time, and post Citibank I've been working with Cognizant. I work with the banking financial services practice. I was working for BFS testing for about 5 years, taking care of entire business development for India. And I had a team of business analysts, and we were looking at consulting and business development. And I worked in business consulting for some time for Cognizant, and post that now I'm working for the Learning and Development Group, the Academy of Cognizant, and I globally program manage a few programs in Cognizant. So that's my hobbies. I do a lot of painting, sketching, and off late I have developed a lot of craze for football, Manchester United. So that's about me, and I am in the process of getting my the Buzan Center, it has a way in which you can get yourself licensed as an instructor. So I'm in the process of completing my licensing from the Buzan Center. So we have a Buzan Center here in Pune, which is a center for India. So I'm getting my licensing done from there. That's about me. So let's talk about brain function. See, we'll try making this as interactive as possible, because I don't want to stand here and talk about brain and psychology. That all sounds very scary to me also. Okay, so we'll do something. Can I ask 5 of you to come here? It's okay, it's safe. No injuries caused, no damage done. Yeah. Okay. Great. Can I ask you all to walk one after the other there, to the other side? Great. Walk. Okay. Fantastic. So you all have walked back to your place. Now, can I ask you all to walk back? But you're not going to use your standard way of walking. You could walk sideways, you could walk backwards, you could jump, hop, skip, crawl, whatever. But you're not going to walk in the usual way. Do you have a Michael Jackson? Fantastic, great. Thank you so much. What have they all done? What happened in the first way? Why did we all do this? What did they do in the first case?
That was a conventional way of.
That was a conventional way of walking. So how do you think your brain works when I say the word walk? Normal walking. You don't? Do you think twice?
No.
Did you even think? I said go up to the other side and you all walk, right? So there are a set of your brain cells which start getting stimulated. So your brain is registered right from when you were a kid that okay, when somebody says the word walk, left, right is the way we walk. That's what your brain is registered. So every time you think of walking, your same cells are getting stimulated. Agree?
Yes.
Right. Now when I asked you all to walk back, and I said, you're not going to walk in the conventional way. Did you all start off immediately? No. You took some time to think because you had to stimulate new cells in your brain, which were telling you to do a process in a different way. Right? And then, no, not one of them walked in the same way. Each of them had their own creative way of walking. So each of you have activated so many more cells. Yes? So that's how the brain works. Which is why normally you would hear a lot of these saints and people saying that think of something new every day. Try doing one thing differently. Don't do one thing in the conventional way you do. You normally take your bus from one particular place, go take it from another place for a day. Okay, or you're not used to drawing one day, just think that you're going to communicate with people only by drawing. For an hour at least. Do something in a different way, you're going to stimulate a lot more cells. Brain, okay, you all can sit. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Human body. Even every part of human body is made up of a lot of cells. Right? So brain is also made up of millions and millions of cells. Each brain cell is called a neuron. Okay? And these neurons connect to each other. It's just like all of us holding hands. You all played Chinese whisper. So what happens? You talk to each other in the ear. So you say something to him, he has to convey the